Hey guys, how is everybody doing today? Centaurus here with another review, and today I'm going to try to keep all the reviews on a little bit of the short side because I got two reviews to do today that I wasn't expecting to do. You know, I wasn't expecting these until tomorrow, and the Hunter x Hunter one comes out in about 30 minutes, so I wasn't expecting to be doing the One Piece and Naruto chapter today. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Today's episode of Space Dandy was, it was a little different than the regular ones. I mean, it wasn't as funny as last week's episode, that's for damn sure. But it was a decent episode. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it. I like a lot of the things that Space Dandy brings to the table. A lot of the hilarity, a lot of the just outrageous, funny stuff going on in there. But I just didn't find this episode, over the top funny like I did last week's episode. But it was just a lot more epic. It showed a lot of Space Dandy's, hey, I used to surf, hey, I used to this and that. Well, it validates that more than it did in that other episode where he said, I used to surf. And in today's episode, he was actually going around and actually surfing and doing a lot of stuff, all that on the Time River. He came up with a lot of plans. He was like, alright, if I throw them in the Time River, I can get them back out of their frozen slumber. He defeated the other guy who was ripping, a different version of Dandy from space and time out of the river and destroying the current Dandy. He literally got off of the surfboard, ran up the rope, jumped in the air, and punched the dude in the face, and his whole face shattered. If Space Dandy is cool enough to do all that crap, he's cool enough to do a lot of stuff. And I'm telling you, Space Dandy has some hidden potential, and this is probably why the general guy actually fears him so much, because Space Dandy is the dude that can pretty much just fuck everybody up. Like, he may be incompetent and all that stuff 90% of the time, but it's that 1% of the time out of the other 10% that he's just a complete badass, and he just comes up with all the plans, he has all the skills, he just pretty much does a bunch of stuff. The ending of the episode was kind of like, what? Because you watch the guy burn after, he drops the ukulele into, Dandy's hands, and he burns to death, and, they have a little conversation. Yeah, your smile was great. In the very end, you had a good smile. And I was like, oh, this is having a nice, happy ending. And then it didn't really have an ending at the end of it, like the regular Space Dandy, it doesn't really have an ending. It kind of just says to be continued. So I'm hoping that eventually we'll see a continued version of one of these stories from Space Dandy at some point in the future. But today's leaving off was like he was surfing on the time thing with the general who had just saw his mother under the water, and QT and Meow and another version of Dandy were coming out of the water, and he just decides to play ukulele and make a reference to the beginning of the episode. And you're like, hey, I mean, it was a nice ending, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked it. It made me smile. I was like, hey, that's a nice way to end this, and end the, episode. But, like, I was expecting a little bit more on the, oh, hey, let's get QT and, what's gonna happen from here on, So sometimes it really does suck that episodes are only 24 minutes long, and taking out the beginning and ending, which I love the beginning and ending. It's just a groovy tune. It's just really nice, a lot of colors, a lot of visuals. But yeah, I mean, there's just, you kind of want that extra time sometimes to see what's going to happen a little bit after where they leave off most of the time in these episodes, But that's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to give today's episode of Space Dandy a 9.5 out of 10. It got slightly dark, slightly, and the guy kind of reminded me of the mask from Majora's Mask, and it's like watching Majora's Mask go around and, like, he looked like a psychopath, so it was kind of weird. It didn't go as dark as Hunter went this week. Hunter went fucking dark. I literally stopped Space Dandy, went and did what I did, and came back and saw that Hunter x Hunter was out, and I was like, alright, well, stop my review, I'm gonna watch Hunter x Hunter. Shit got dark. Shit got real dark. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Please do say something if you like my videos. If you want something to change, please just be like, hey, yeah, change this, or, try to do this better, or something like that. And I'll see you guys later. Centaurus out.